Hello Tigers, and welcome to Phase 3, a show where we get to know your local Tigers through a series of phases. For today's show, I'm going to be joined by two guests from our music department over at Malloy Hall. Hector Hernandez, a bass trombonist and tubist, and Cheyenne Rao, a classical vocalist. For Phase 1, we will have a simple interview with our contestants to get to know who's really competing today, and Phase 2 and 3 are going to be a little more competitive. But we're going to keep it chill for a little bit, so we have a little interview going on. First question. How long have you guys been performing, and what got you into it? I'm going to start with Hector.
I think I've been performing since 8th grade. I want to say that's about 13 plus years.
Yeah?
Close to 13 plus years, yeah.
What got you started?
One of my childhood friends played trombone.
Okay.
And so I'm just going to pick up the trombone.
Huh. So it wasn't like a school situation?
Nope. I was just inspired.
So how most people picked up the guitar, you picked up the trombone?
Yeah.
That's actually pretty dope.
Yeah.
Cheyenne?
I've been performing since 4th grade. A little play we started,
Okay.
and then it morphed into music.
And then you got the bug.
I did.
Yeah, I feel that. What kind of music do you enjoy playing the most in general? Either one, just go for it.
I think orchestral excerpts I enjoy the most. I can be as loud as I want.
Yeah. I feel that.
Definitely classical arias.
So out of orchestral and classical music, you have a favorite piece in particular you enjoy playing?
Respighi's Fountains of Rome.
Ooh, that sounds spicy. What is it?
It's very spicy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a really loud, bombastic, hard piece to play.
Goes hard. Does it slap?
It slaps hard.
Oh, that's good.
It's like if you can play that, it's like you driving a Mercedes Benz.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
Gotta get into bass.
It's like knowing like Donna Lee from Heart. Yeah, it's impressive.
That's good. Can you top that, Cheyenne?
Probably not. My favorite would have to be Habanera from Carmen.
Ooh, I figured it'd be a Carmen
It
situation.
is a Carmen
situation. It's
situation.
every mezzo-soprano's favorite, but
It is.
it's okay. That's great. So a lot of people don't know a lot about the bass trombone naturally. What are some misconceptions that you may have?
It's a slide tuba. That is the common misconception that I get. It's a slide tuba, but that's probably the only one.
Why haven't we invented a slide tuba yet?
There actually is. It's called the contrabass trombone. Yeah.
Cool. What about classical vocalization? What are some things that people get wrong?
There's a few things.
Yeah.
I won't say it's the ego because we definitely have one. That we can't count. That's the big one, that we cannot count to 4.
So when performing in ensembles, if you have an instrument, what is your least? You don't have to name names about people, but instrument in particular. What's your least favorite instrument to hear? What's one that just kind of gets on your nerves a little faster than anybody else?
The harpsichord.
You knew that off the top of your head.
Off the top of my head.
For me, it's the piccolo. It's just piercing sound.
I'm not with violin, but it's only like people like if someone has been playing the violin for less than 8 years. Once they pass the 8-year thing, it's like the most beautiful instrument before. But until then, on the other side of the spectrum, what's an instrument you wish you played? So if you couldn't, if you had to go back, maybe, and you had to pick another instrument, what would you learn from the ground up?
Definitely French horn. I think there's a lot of French horn repertoire than there is trombone repertoire.
Yeah.
But the horn has been, way back when
Yeah.
in the classical Baroque era.
It's at least old as France.
Yeah.
At the very least.
Probably older, maybe. So,
Fair.
yeah.
They probably just invented it and then attached a nationality to it.
Exactly.
Like French fries.
Yeah.
And you?
Probably the violin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because by now you could have passed that 8 years.
I could have passed the 8 years.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So now that we know our contestants a little better, we're going to move on to competitive phases right after this break. So stay tuned, okay?
I had to leave my parents. I had to move schools. Everything keeps changing. I'm sure glad you're here.
There's a child in foster care waiting for a volunteer like you.
Play Eric Amarola's Race Day Mix.
Hey there, welcome back to Phase 3. So here we are at Phase 2. Music students at our school have to learn a variety of music. So for phase 2, we're going to test our musicians on their ability to recognize examples we play for them. What? We can't do that? What? Why not? Copyright? It's Beethoven's Fifth. Like, is he alive? No. Oh, it's the performance of it. So like the New York. Oh, okay, I got it. Anyway, we have a backup game. How long has it been since either of you guys had music theory or music history? The classes.
Couple years.
Couple years.
I think 4.
A little bit. All right. So we're going to find out if those classes paid off. We have 5 music theory questions and 5 music history questions. And because music is so subjective, each question is going to be worth about 4 points each, and I'll decide how much you get per answer. So if you're like a little wrong, it's okay. It's music. No one ever knows. So to the best of your abilities, and I'll be merciful. So question 1. A root position chord with the notes G, A, E, C would be what chord? Preferably give me the quality and the root. I know you can write bigger than that. Oh, that's the... Yeah, Hector's composing a song with the chord we've given him, and I can't wait to hear it. That's correct. That is a minor 7. There's a weird way to say A7 minor, but I'll give you the 4 points. Is that? But hey, that's fine. So question number 2, you guys both get 4 points. You're going to want to write that at the back of your book. Question number 2, which bowed string instrument is commonly read in a clef that none of the other bowed string instruments are usually read in? It's going to be a viola and it's alto clef. You guys both get 4 points because but I appreciate the specifics. So you guys both have 8 points right now.
I thought we were going to give him extra points.
Yeah, you get 10 points because then you just give me the history of the viola and then what?
You actually want the history of the
I'm
history
good
of the viola?
actually. We have about a 30-minute time limit.
Oh, okay.
An unstable interval made up of 3 stacked whole steps is colloquially known as what?
This is the only one I can think of.
You guys both are correct. It is a tritone, also known as a diminished fifth or an augmented fourth. But either I would have accepted those answers for like 3 points. I really hope these get harder. What is the inverse interval of a major third? You guys are both tied at 12 points.
Can you repeat that question?
What is the inverse interval of a major third? Also, sorry for our viewers at home that I've just alienated all of them. I just realized that this is extremely specific information.
A minor 5?
Ooh, that's it. It is a minor 6. So you subtract it and then you switch it around. So that is Cheyenne at 16 points and Hector at 12. Question number 5, the last music theory question with a little bit of history. At the beginning of Stravinsky's The Rite of Spring utilizes what concept in the woodwind section? A, polyrhythms, B, whole tone melodies, C, pulsed rhythms, or D, polytonality? The answer is D,
Yeah,
actually. So they go, so it goes, da, 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 and then what is that? Is that an A sharp from the oboes just coming in? What? And it just goes, which is one of the earliest examples of.
It's based off Russian paganism.
So you could have just you could have written down it's based off Russian paganism, and I would have been like, there's a point.
Yeah, but that would have taken like at least 30 minutes for me to write.
Yeah, you're fine. All right, so now we've finished
I think
the
he
music.
deserves a point for it.
Just for.
Yeah.
Okay.
For knowing.
How many points are you at now?
I'm at 12.
You have 13.
Wait. So it's actually I got another 4.
No, just one.
So
You just won.
Oh, it's just.
China's 16. You have.
So it's 13.
You have 13. Yeah.
I have
On to
13.
the music history portion of the quiz. This is going to make slightly more sense for our audience. Which one of these composers is not from the Baroque era? We have A, G.F. Handel, B. Johann Sebastian Bach, C. Henry Purcell, or D. Robert Schumann? It's going to be D, correct. Robert Schumann is from the classical times. He's from the Romantic times. I knew that. The piece Ave Maria by Schumann is a what? A, motet. B, Cheyenne, how's that word pronounced?
Madrigal.
Madrigal, or C, a mass.
That's Josquin. Oh.
Yeah, just.
But Josquin's a motet. Okay.
And you guys both get 4 points. Good stuff. I wrote down the wrong composer on the teleprompter. Which one of these periods of Western music came first? Classical or Baroque music? None of them, according to Hector. None of them exist. That is, I want to give you like 3 points for that, but I'm going to give you 4. So there's 4 points for both of them. What are you guys at now?
I failed college algebra, so this is going to take me a while. Hold on.
That's fine.
28?
Dope. True or false,
25.
the earliest form of Western music was comprised of instrumental music as opposed to vocal music?
Is that a true or false?
Is
question?
You
true or- that
said
is a-
Western?
Yes.
Is that a true or false question?
False.
False.
Or true?
False or true. I love false or true questions. That is, you guys are both correct. First form of Western music was the form of Gregorian chant, that instruments were illegal. That's not true. What composer rearranged and conducted the national anthem for the Boston Symphony, causing pushback by the police for performing the piece against Boston law as it had excessive embellishments and was considered a little too dissonant for the audience at the time?
Oh no! I know
I think
this.
I actually know this, surprisingly.
I really do.
Good, yeah.
See, Bernstein was at New York Philharmonic.
It was
So it would've
the
been him.
he did the.
You guys, you don't help each other.
We're gonna help each other.
All right.
He did all of the when the Saints. He did a whole bunch of when the Saints, all these American tunes, but he created them completely.
Should have said this was
dissonant.
against the rules.
Completely dissonant, and then he tried to do vocal music, and then he was shunned for 100 years until someone found his works in the back of someone's library. Why do I know that?
I'm surprised. Can you give her a point for that?
Yeah, sure. Get a point.
Yay, good, because I forgot his name.
All right. Name a composer.
I can't.
That's okay. Just write a composer. Right? I mean, okay. Here's a hint. Name a dissonant composer. Name one that was known for at the time being a little out there.
That's a lot of composers at this time.
That's okay. Let's say from around the 1900s to 1950s. That's when this happened.
We'll just write this guy.
I'm going to write this guy.
This is going great. I'm really glad because I wrote some easy questions, and I'm really glad that it was Igor Stravinsky that happened
Oh,
to.
I was still wrong.
The audience was so upset. And also, that's 2 Stravinsky questions. He's my favorite, and I'm sorry. And that's all the questions we have. We're going to be moving on to Phase 3 shortly. What's the score?
29.
29.
Really?
Whack.
All right. Well, cool. All right, so the final phase is up next. We're going to find out just how fast our Tigers can adapt to new musical challenges outside their comfort zone. Of course, after this break. Stay tuned, please.
I had to pack up all my things. I had to leave my home. And I never knew where I was going next. But then you came along.
There's a child in foster care waiting for a volunteer like you.
Hello, my name is David Ketron, and I am the next host of Phase 3. Be sure to tune in next week for an in-depth look at the local gaming scene. See you then.
Welcome back to the show. We've reached Phase 3. We have a very special challenge planned for you guys, but first we have to clarify something. Cheyenne actually has 33 points, and Hector has 29, so we have a 4-point difference, and that matters a lot right now. I have brought with me to the studio an upright bass, a very physically demanding instrument to say the least. I play it and I hate it. we're going to have to ask you guys to figure out how to play the first line of the Happy Birthday song. I picked this one because everyone knows it, and what? It's also copyrighted. We're gonna do 6 notes. No, can't do it. It's like it was sang to me in a restaurant last week. Am I gonna sue them? Okay, fine, cool, Warner Brothers. That makes sense. All right, row, row your boat. It is. This challenge is figuring out how to play row, row, row your boat in a completely foreign instrument. Those are 5 notes, any key you want. You can start wherever. The person with the highest score goes first.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah. You hate to see it.
Didn't want to do this. Really don't want to do this.
All right, so I'm gonna time you.
Oh.
And you're allowed to start playing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
I don't know.
Keep going. Just figure it out. You had the first note right.
Oh.
It's open string.
It's an open string?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Put your finger down.
Here.
Oh. A little too high. First 2 notes are right.
This is just embarrassing.
No, you had the first 2, so play the first 2. Yeah? A little too high. Okay, so now your first and third notes were right. So, dun 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 dun. Just play more. Okay, that's the last note.
Oh, gently down this.
It is all on the upper part of the instrument. Also, at this point, Hector's just going to figure out how to play it just by watching it.
Yeah, this is just
It's
rude.
okay. We're just. Yep.
I don't even know where I'm at in the phrase. I don't know where I'm at.
All right, Cheyenne, if you can play the last note for me, we're gonna.
I don't
Yeah, we did it. Good job. So that took.
Way too long. My points are gone.
So that was. So it went around. That's 60. 90. That was 100 seconds.
Yep.
So we're gonna. So that's 31 or 33.
Yep.
Minus 100.
Yep.
We're gonna. Siri, what's 33 minus 100?
Negative 66.
It's negative 67.
Cheyenne, you have a score of negative 67. Hector, can you top that?
I honestly don't know.
All right, we're going to find out.
Ooh.
All right, and you can start playing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. You're so close, conceptually.
I saw it and was like,
And we got it in 14 seconds. We have Hector Hernandez who has a score of
14.
15. 29.
No,
minus 14,
15, yep,
yeah,
15.
15. So our final score is negative 67 to 14. How do you, the next question that I have written is, how do you feel you did? But like, you know, it's okay. That's going to do it for Phase 3. I'm Bryson Thomas. This is Hector Hernandez and Cheyenne Rao. Stay tuned next week. We're going to have David bringing in tabletop gamers from the Guild to battle out in the fantasy zone. At least I think that's what they do. Thanks so much. Do you guys have anything that you guys want to plug? Like any concerts coming up?
The musical's this weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday at 7:30, and Sunday at 2:30.
What is it called?
It's called the Drowsy Chaperone.
I've heard great things. Hector, what about you?
We have a Fort Hays State University Band and Choir concert coming up on October 17th. And then I'm part of the marching band, so come see us play at Homecoming.
Yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Don't forget to support local music. Thank you guys very much.